Hi Brian, we've been getting on pretty well with yours, and I can't remember the last bit of video we did, but we're body back on and all bumpers and everything back on, and everything went quite well. Our fears of things not fitting with the bodywork that had been done in the past were sort of unfounded, thankfully, so that all went okay. New exhaust system is on, and that looks nice. They're real nice exhaust systems, these, about the nicest ones you can get for a Corvette, but that's all looking very, very good under there. Exhaust nicely fitted, you know, ride height, ground clearance, all good. I've got to just trim the bottoms off those exhaust clamps there. They're a bit long, so we take sort of ½ inch off those. Had a few problems that we've had to get over. The thread, when I came to fit the shock absorber on that lower mount, the thread was not really good enough, so I've changed that for a new lower shock mount, and I'm just going to do that as a matter of course when we do rear end work now, so we don't wind up having to do the job twice, you know. There's the smart struts on there. Exhaust flows nicely between those, so that's all good. That new rear diff cover, we had to change that. If you recall, it had a crack in it and was leaking oil. Yeah, so everything else is all a-okay. A couple of snags. The drive shaft yoke that came with the transmission is for a smaller UJ, so I've measured up for that, and we're going to have to get a conversion joint, which is a UJ that's different sizes on each axis, so it allows you to fit mismatched yoke and prop shaft ends without having to get prop shafts altered and everything. We are going to have your prop shaft altered anyway, but it would mean sacrificing another one to put a different size end on it, so we're going to get this conversion joint instead, and that will sort that little problem. We've also got a problem with the shift cable. Let me try and hold this light as well. The end has come out of the ferrule there. And that's a shame, because the reproduction shift cables are absolute garbage, but it's all you can get, so it's a bit Hobson's choice. So I will have a look and see if I've got a used original one, which would be a much better bet, but I don't think I have. And like I say, the new repros are very, very delicate, so you do have to be careful with the shift lever, not to be too heavy-handed with it. What else have we got? We've got problems with your power steering pump. I thought this would be a problem, you know, when I first put it on, but I thought, well, we'll try it. So this return line here should come straight out the back and point down here, but yours is, I think this is like a Camaro one maybe, and that sticks out at a funny angle. Now, normally, whenever I see those, you think, oh no, that's going to be a no-no, but I did wonder whether with the steroids it might actually help us a bit, so we installed it anyway, to see if that would make the routing of the pipe work easier, because the rack and pinion steering, getting the pipes on can be a bit of a pig, but it's actually made matters even worse, because it's hard up against the A-arm there. So that hasn't gone well, so I'm now going to take that pump off. Bloody annoying, because you know, we're redoing all the work we've already done, you know, but they are, such is life. I've got the one of our pumps down here, and you can see the difference in the return fitting on the back. So the pressure hose goes on here, return on there, and you know, that's the correct routing for it. So we're going to install a new pump. The only thing I don't like about these pumps is that horrible chrome cap. I just think they look cheap and nasty, so we're going to change that for a normal black cap, and that will make that look a lot nicer. So I'll just let this down and show you a bit more. Hang on a sec.